passionate, painful, poetic. Some of the most beautiful couples have the most tragic endings, and their stories will stay with you. In today's video, we're counting down the 15 most heartbreaking celebrity love stories that prove not even fame can shield the heart. But before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to watch new hot celebrity stories. Number 15. Steve Irwin and Terri Irwin. The Australian conservationist rose to global stardom in the 1990s through The Crocodile Hunter. His bond with wife and co-star Terri was built on a mutual love for wildlife and a shared mission to educate and protect nature. Steve and Terri's chemistry was unmistakable. They worked side by side in the wild, often risking their lives to film dangerous creatures. Their connection was a powerful blend of passion and purpose. Tragically, in 2006, Steve was fatally injured by a stingray while filming in the Great Barrier Reef. Terri, heartbroken but resilient, chose to continue their legacy, running the Australia Zoo and raising their children, Bindi and Robert. She has said she may never remarry, having already found her once-in-a-lifetime love in Steve. Number 14. Patton Oswalt and Michelle McNamara. Comedian Patton Oswalt married crime writer Michelle McNamara in 2005. While Patton was lighting up comedy stages, Michelle was deep into cold case files, particularly her work on identifying the Golden State Killer. Her obsession with justice and empathy for victims shaped her groundbreaking book, I'll Be Gone in the Dark. In 2016, Michelle died unexpectedly in her sleep, likely due to a combination of medications and an undiagnosed heart condition. The book's release posthumously helped catch the killer and cemented her legacy. Oswalt's openness about grief touched millions. Number 13. Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney. Paul McCartney met photographer Linda Eastman in the late 1960s, and they married in 1969. More than just a Beatles wife, Linda became Paul's bandmate in Wings, his creative partner, and the center of his post-Beatles world. They raised a blended family and campaigned passionately for vegetarianism and animal rights. Linda's death from breast cancer in 1998 left Paul inconsolable. He once said they were never apart for more than a week during their nearly 30-year marriage. Number 12. Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier III. Hollywood royalty met European nobility when Oscar-winning actress Grace Kelly married Prince Rainier of Monaco in 1956. Their wedding was dubbed the wedding of the century, but palace life wasn't always a fairy tale. In 1982, Grace suffered a stroke while driving and lost control of her car, leading to a fatal crash. Her daughter, Stephanie, was also in the vehicle but survived. Prince Rainier never remarried. When he passed in 2005, he was buried beside Grace. Two halves of a storybook romance brought to a tragic end. Number 11. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton's love affair was epic, scandalous, and all-consuming. They met on the set of Cleopatra in 1962 and began a relationship that captivated the world. Their passion burned bright, resulting in 2 marriages and 2 divorces. Though tempestuous, their love endured through years of drama, addiction, and media frenzy. They starred in multiple films together and reportedly exchanged thousands of love letters. When he died in 1984, Taylor mourned him deeply, calling him the love of her life. Number 10. Selena Quintanilla and Chris Pérez. Cajun music queen Selena eloped with guitarist Chris Pérez in 1992, defying her father's disapproval. Their young love was filled with tenderness, laughter, and dreams of growing old together. Despite initial resistance, Selena's father eventually accepted their union. But in 1995, tragedy struck when Selena was murdered by Yolanda Saldivar, her friend and fan club president. Chris was shattered. In later years, he published a memoir recounting their love, and he remains an advocate for keeping Selena's legacy alive, often posting emotional tributes on social media. Number 9. Keanu Reeves and Jennifer Syme. Keanu Reeves and Jennifer Syme's love was marked by unspeakable tragedy. In 1999, the couple lost their daughter in stillbirth. The grief took a toll on their relationship, and they separated shortly after. However, they were reportedly reconnecting before Jennifer's death. In 2001, Syme died in a car crash after attending a party hosted by Marilyn Manson. Keanu, already known for his quiet humility, became even more reserved. The heartbreak shaped his life and led to a deep sense of empathy. Though he rarely discusses it, those close to him say Jennifer's memory has never left his heart. Number 8. Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. Their affair began in 1941 and lasted over 25 years. Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn were one of Hollywood's most enduring secret couples. Tracy, a devout Catholic, refused to divorce his wife, so they kept their relationship quiet. Hepburn stood by Tracy through years of health struggles and personal battles. When he died in 1967, she was the one who found him, but did not attend his funeral to respect his family. Only after his wife's death did Hepburn speak publicly about their love, which she called one of the most meaningful parts of her life. Number 7. Brittany Murphy and Simon Monjack. Brittany Murphy's sudden death in 2009 at age 32 was surrounded by mystery. Months later, her husband, Simon Monjack, also died under eerily similar conditions. The house they shared was plagued with rumors of mold, neglect, and conspiracy. Documentaries revealed disturbing allegations about Monjack's control over Murphy's life, including isolating her from friends. Whether their love was protective or possessive remains debated, but the tragedy of two lives ending so soon continues to haunt Hollywood. Number 6. Laurence Olivier and Vivien Leigh. Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier were theater royalty, commanding stages and screens with unmatched charisma. Behind the scenes, their marriage was a storm of mental health challenges and conflicting ambitions. Leigh's bipolar disorder strained their relationship, as did Olivier's affairs. They divorced in 1960, but when Leigh passed in 1967, Olivier was inconsolable. He rushed her aside, cradled her lifeless body, and later confessed she remained the deepest love of his life. Their love may have fractured, but it never faded. Number 5. Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio. In 1954, baseball legend Joe DiMaggio married America's most famous blonde bombshell. Their romance was iconic, but turbulent. DiMaggio disliked Monroe's public image, especially scenes like the subway great moment in The 7-Year Itch. Their marriage lasted only 9 months, but DiMaggio's devotion never wavered. After Monroe's death in 1962, he sent roses to her grave 3 times a week for 20 years. He never remarried. When he died, his final words were reportedly, "I'll finally get to see Marilyn." Number 4. Heath Ledger and Michelle Williams. Heath Ledger and Michelle Williams met on the set of Brokeback Mountain and quickly fell in love. They had a daughter, Matilda, and for a time seemed like the perfect indie Hollywood couple. But fame and personal demons led to their separation in 2007. In 2008, Ledger died of an accidental overdose. Williams, heartbroken, withdrew from the spotlight to raise Matilda in peace. In interviews, she has spoken softly and lovingly about Heath, saying his spirit remains with them. Number 3. Pierce Brosnan and Cassandra Harris. Before becoming James Bond, Brosnan fell deeply in love with Australian actress Cassandra Harris. He adopted her children and later had a son with her. Their bond was unshakable until cancer struck. Cassandra died of ovarian cancer in 1991. Heartbreak returned in 2013 when their daughter Charlotte died of the same illness. Brosnan became a staunch advocate for cancer research and family health, honoring Cassandra through philanthropy and love. Number 2. Clark Gable and Carole Lombard. Clark Gable and Carole Lombard were the golden couple of classic Hollywood. Their love story was full of wit, laughter, and passion. They married in 1939 and lived a quiet life on a ranch away from the flashbulbs. Lombard died in a plane crash in 1942 while returning from a war bond tour. Gable was inconsolable, enlisting in the military shortly after. He never fully recovered and requested to be buried beside her upon his death in 1960. Number 1. Patrick Swayze and Lisa Niemi. Patrick Swayze met Lisa Niemi as a teenager at his mother's dance studio. They married in 1975 and built a life rooted in creativity, mutual respect, and dance. Through career highs and public adoration, Lisa was always his grounding force. In 2008, Swayze was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Lisa stood by him, managing his care and supporting him through every treatment. He passed in 2009, but their love story endures, immortalized in memoirs and interviews where Lisa speaks of a connection that transcends time. Which love story broke your heart the most? Which one still lingers in your mind? Share your thoughts in the comments or listening. And for more unforgettable romances, celebrity heartbreaks, and emotional journeys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay soft, stay strong, and never stop believing in love.